Hanging by a dock when she sees this. User Luna Mess captured a mysterious video while talking with her friend by the waters of New York. They begin to notice what looks like the shadow of something moving in the water.
I see it though.
But you still see it moving, right? Where is it?
Luna and her friend are left deeply unsettled as the shadow of a man is seen walking through the waters. The video begins to distort moments after witnessing the figure. Then, the video abruptly ends after her phone mysteriously shuts down. Luna later describes that this shadow-like figure walked through the water, then dug down and disappeared right in front of their eyes.
Where is it?
Whoever this is clearly has a reflection from the lights in the distance, yet no boat or platform seems to be reflecting off of the lights where he could possibly be standing on.
The following footage shows someone who's by himself inside a gym when something terrifying happens. Emily Ruiz, who suggested the video, writes, "Words cannot explain this disturbing footage. The person in the video had obtained this recording from the gym and sent it to a friend who we hear speaking in the video. This is what was captured."
Es que pasaron cosas muy extrañas, la madre.
¿Y qué le pasó, papi?
Hasta una máquina se movió. Vea, mira, explíqueme eso.
Sí,
Vea,
eso
dos
porque
cuerdas
se
y...
mueve atrás.
Yo qué vas a ver, mamá, y la otra quieta. O sea, no podemos decir que es el aire, y ni que hay ventilación, ni nada de esas
Sí,
vainas.
eso es como
y en
encerrado.
plena luz del día, ¿quién dice que estas maricadas pasan en plena luz del día? No. Mire, la luz. Mire. Mire, ahí. Mira eso. Mira eso.
Uy, ¿eso qué pasó? ¿Por qué eso se
Y esa
mueve?
esa vaina es pesadísima, eso es pesadísimo.
Sí.
Sí, parece eso es una energía muy mala.
Ay, Dios mío, ¿qué le pasó?
Mamá, mire.
No, Dios, no, no, eso no es normal.
Sí, yo sé
Eso
que-
no es normal,
Sí,
no.
ya sé.
Those who've seen the footage were left unsettled by this terrifying encounter. At the start of the video, we can see that someone or something is peeking at this person. This is something you might have missed. Now, it's worth mentioning that another camera had recorded this from a different angle. By looking at this specific footage, we can see that the facility has open windows. It could be that the wind from outside the room was causing the ropes to move on their own. But if that were the case, then other things in the room should have moved as well, especially the towel on the box, which appears light enough to move just a bit, but it doesn't. The wind could also explain the ball's movement, but mind you, this is a medicine ball. It would take more than just a gust of wind to be able to move something this heavy. But what's even more baffling about this footage is how the person gets dragged across the floor. It could be that he was doing this on his own, moving his body in such a way to make it seem as though he were being dragged. However, a closer look at this scene shows that he was jerked in a forceful manner, which is almost impossible to do on one's own. Other things in the video remain questionable, such as lights turning off on their own, or whatever this is. I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion on this footage. Feel free to let me know what you think.
An anonymous TikTok user who is the mother of a newborn baby has shared only one video to her TikTok page, but the video shows something absolutely chilling. First, the eerie sound of someone laughing can be heard. The mother is immediately alarmed because she lives alone with her baby. She then hears the patter of what sounds like small running footsteps. And that's when her home's backdoor motion detector goes off. She immediately fears that someone might be in the house. But in the end, she finds nothing and no one's there. What she heard and captured remains a mystery.
Grisel Luna is conducting a paranormal investigation at a place where human remains were found. The site has been abandoned for a while and is known to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. While checking out one of the rooms inside the building, this happens.
Vamos a iniciar por esta. Vamos a ver qué es lo que hay aquí. Se ve que hay algunos muebles antiguos que ya están llenos de tierra, que ya están... ¡Ay, ay! ¡No, no, no! ¿Viste, Melissa? Se movió. Sí, se movió. Llenos de tierra, que ya están... ¡Ay, ay! ¡No, no, no! ¿Viste, Melissa? Se movió. Sí, se movió. ¡Ay, Dios mío! Pero ya acabamos de llegar. Sí estaba moviendo, ¿verdad? Yo vi como que se movió esto.
Later on, Grisel goes outside and finds something pretty disturbing.
Pues esto es como un hueso, ¿no?
¿Cómo que un hueso?
Ay, pero ¿qué es eso?
¡Ay, Dios!
Espérate, no lo agarres.
No, pero... ¿Qué es esto? ¡Ay, Dios!
Tiene un hueso.
¿Cómo?
Eso ya es como de brujería.
I'm not sure if picking up the bone was a good idea, because what happens next might have been the result of having done so.
Creo que es momento de retirarnos porque... ¡Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, güey! ¡No mames!
It's not clear as to what happened here, but whatever occurred, I'm sure it wasn't good, as given by the history of this place. Katrina Pariso had taken a photo of herself while being at home with no one else around. She had the house to herself, or so she thought. It was after having taken a selfie that she realized that she wasn't alone. This is the photo she took. Now at first glance, nothing unusual stands out. That is, until you brighten up the image and see that someone is behind her. Katrina swears that she was home alone when she took this, but apparently she wasn't. Katrina believes that a ghost had photobombed her picture, and she also thinks that this may have been her brother who had passed away years ago. She isn't sure if that's him though, as it appears to have long hair, which he didn't have. She has yet to figure out what this might have been. But one thing's for sure though, this photo has left Katrina spooked and still keeps her up at night.
TikTok user Maru75 from Germany claims that one night he heard some very odd sounds coming from his living room. When he goes to check it out, things take a terrifying turn. Maru hears knocking from the glass back door, but as he looks, he spots some dark figure moving behind him in the reflection. He spins around, but there's no one there. He turns back toward the door, and the figure is gone, and the door has mysteriously opened by itself. So, is it real? Or is it just very clever video editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. A few months ago, TikTok user Tana Witt went through a devastating tragedy when her brother suddenly and without warning passed away. Tana's brother was incredibly close to her family, including her 2-year-old daughter, Evelyn. One night, Tana and her daughter are home alone when something happens that shocks Tana to her core.
Who are you talking to? you talking to? Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Evelyn seems to be talking to someone that we can't see. And creepiest of all, a whispering male voice can be heard that seems to say, Uncle.
Who are you talking to?
Even stranger, baby Evelyn seems to have heard the voice as she happily shouts, Uncle, over and over.
Who are you talking to?
Tana believes that without a doubt her 2-year-old daughter is speaking with her deceased brother, and that Evelyn is being looked after by her loving uncle from the other side.
Not long after settling in, he started to notice some strange events occurring around the house at night time, which eventually grew stronger to the point he could no longer ignore it.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś, właśnie takie dziwne hałasy. Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak? Co to? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
On another night, he hears some intense banging that just won't stop no matter how long he ignores it for. So he is left with no choice but to go and check it out.
Hej, i tak chyba od pół godziny cały czas mi coś nawala w drzwi.
Startled after a chair comes sliding out of nowhere, he ends the video abruptly, and on the next night, the terror returns.
Ja pierdolę. What? What the fuck? Nie, ja pierdolę. Co jest, kurwa?
As he passes through the hallway, he looks into the kitchen, which seems all in order at first. But just seconds later, after he turns the tap off and heads back to the same area, we can see that the kitchen is now a mess, with cupboard doors open and the chair on the floor, which gave him quite a fright. Now, for the next night, he decides to lock himself inside his room and completely ignore everything. But in the end, this would only serve to anger this entity and make things much worse.
Dzisiaj tak spędzam noc. Hej! Ja pierdolę!
After spending 2 nights locked inside his room, it is now the 6th of January, and the paranormal activity has intensified, and what he captures next is absolutely terrifying.
Kurwa znowu! Oh fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa! What the fuck? Kurwa!
A few days later, on the 10th of January, he went out, and when he returned home late in the evening, an unpleasant surprise awaited him.
Ja pierdolę. Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa! What the fuck? Nie.
Even in his own bedroom, he isn't safe.
Ej, ja pierdolę, naprawdę już mam dość. Cały czas słyszę, jakby mi coś kurwa dział po przedpokoju. Już naprawdę mam dość, nie mogę spać. Jak widzicie, specjalnie poprzesuwałem wszystkie rzeczy, bo kurwa mam już dość patrzenia na te pierdolone drzwi. Ja pierdolę. Nie. O kurwa, co jest? O! Nie. O!
This was the last bit of activity ever uploaded to the page, and no more updates.